As you can see, unfortunately don't have a backyard. This is my backyard, but you know, this is the beauty about football. We make the most of it, right? So my balcony, what we're going to start off with is very simple stuff, just some ball mastery. So what that is, you know, we're going to have the ball at our feet as much as possible, as many touches as we can. So with your ball, very simple, just toe touches. Okay. So keep going, keep going, keep going. So you can do it slow if you're not comfortable, and as you get better, pop, pop. Okay. Keep going. Cool. All right, hold it there. Now, if that is easy for you, then we can try a little bit different. So we're still doing a sole touch, but now I'm just going to add it to make it a little bit different. So if that was easy for you, try this one next. Go. Okay, cool. Next, we will keep going. So this time, I want you guys to move forward, right? So from here, I'm going to try and dribble forward. Still same, but I'm going to move forward. So we're going like this. Get back here. Good. Excellent, Sophie. Well done. Nice, Harley. Hey, do it again. One more time, one more time. Cool. All right. Next one. Next one. What you mean? Nice, Harley. Good. Good. Perfect. All right. Nice and simple. Now, let's go to the next part. We're going to move forward this time, right? So same thing again. Toe taps. We're going to go forward. So get back here. Nice, Harley. Good, Sophie. Good. All right. Let's move on to the next part. Next part here. So next part, we basically want to use 1 foot, 1 foot. We go in, out, in, out, in, out. Ready? Turn around, go back. And then, okay, the next one. is we'll do the same. I'm going to do the same thing again, okay? But the trick is that this exercise is you want to keep the touches really, really small. So you don't want the ball to be going far away from you. You want the ball to be very, very close. So when we touch it, it has to be just across your body, not forward, if that makes sense. So the ball needs to come sideways. So yeah. Go one more time. You do that one more time, but with your other foot, with your weak foot then. So try that with your left foot. See how that goes. One more time with the left foot. We're going back there. Well done. Okay. Cool. All right. This time we're going to move from dribbling from here to there, but we're going to use a foot. Okay, so we're going to use this part on the ball on top, and I'm going to go forward. So okay, and then go back. Cool. If you have already done it with one foot and you've not swapped it, then try it again with your weak foot as well. So if you haven't tried it with your weak foot, try with your weak foot next. Okay, and the last one I want to do with our ball mastery is I'm going to put what I call a slide, right? What I call a slide. So I'm facing sideways. So if you can see me there, all my feet, and move from that side. Okay. Okay. But we go this way. So go. Come back. Well done. Well done. What I'll say on that last exercise that I call a slide, if that was hard for you to do it while you're moving, then what I will try and encourage you to take a step back and learn to do that while you're standing still. So maybe after this session, if you want to keep practicing that move, the slide, then the way you would practice it and get better is to do it standing still like this. You're not moving. Okay. Oh, did you see that? I'm not sure if you saw that. All right. So that is just standing still. To practice the slide standing still, that's how you do it. Practice that, and when you get better at that, then you can practice doing it moving forward, right, like we did before. Okay, so well done. The next part for the girls who are at home, probably should have mentioned this earlier, but I want you to try and grab something that you can put on your head, like a cone. Who has a cone there? Does anyone have a cone? Yep. So if you grab a cone, if you've got a cone, grab a cone. If you've got like anything that you can put on your head, like me. So I've got a cone there. I've also got a tea towel. A tea towel. Yeah. Or maybe a jumper. Maybe you're going to put a jumper. So what I want to do is I want to put this on my head, and I'm going to do the rollover while I'm on my head. So watching this on my head, Whoa. I'm going to use a tea towel instead. Okay, tea towel on my head. Okay, try that. So I want us to keep our heads up, yeah? Keep our heads up. Put a towel on your head, or a cone, or, I don't know, jumper if it helps. And see if you can just keep your head up while you're doing your solo, your rollover. I'm going to use a tea towel because that was easier for me. So just adding a little bit of variation to what we were doing earlier, and more importantly, we're trying to keep our heads up so we can start using our feet as our eyes. Okay. Okay, I'm going to move on from there. You guys can do that anytime you like, right? Have something on your head. Practice the sole, practice your toe taps forward and backwards, practice your slides moving forward and backwards. Having something on your head forces you to keep your head up. And then you're not relying on your eyes, but you're starting to use your feet more to get a feel for where the ball is. All right, then. So with that said, I'll move on to the next part. So I just want to teach you guys a couple of other ball mastery skills, what I call just some close control sort of stuff. So the next one I call is a V, right? So it's very simple and a very good move. If you can master this, it helps you with your first touch. So this is again, I call this the V. Ball right there. So you use that foot on this side, so like this, right? And I'm going to pull it back. And then when I pull it back, I use the inside of my foot. So inside. Okay, ready? We swap. Okay. So I'll pull it back, and I use the inside of the foot to put a first touch there. So it's like a V, V, V. So like that. Oh, looks like we've all got that one. That's good. That is a very nice and easy move to get away from your defender. Actually, it does two things really well. It gets us away from our defender and changing direction, but also it helps us with our first touch as well. So remember how when I pull that back and I touch it with the inside of my foot in one direction, that's also helping you with your first touch, so you can set it up for whether it's going to be a dribble or a shot after that, whatever the case is. Hello, Ruby, welcome. So that's what we're talking about, and Helena, welcome as well. So that was my V. The next move I want to teach you guys is, what I just call cut behind. I don't know if there's a name for it, to be honest with you, but it's simple. So it's similar, but this time the ball is going to go behind my body. Okay, so watching me. Ball is there. I'm going to pull it back behind my leg, and this time I'm going to use the inside of my foot. Okay, and then I stop. Okay, watching again. Pull it back, and then you have to put this foot down. Down. Okay. And probably what you'll find is this move, you start going backwards. Excellent. Well done, girls. All right, so that's it for our ball mastery stuff. Just some close ball control. For the next part, I'm just going to move into a little bit more dribbling, but I'm going to add a little extra in this dribble. In that, I'm just going to add a change of direction. So it's what I call an outside cut. So outside being that I'm going to use the outside of my foot here to stop the ball. So when I dribble, and then I use the outside of my foot, not the inside. Yes, for the outside, because it's an outside cut. So what that looks like is when you're dribbling, okay, outside of the foot, not the inside, outside. Okay. The other thing as well, guys, when I do this move, and watch me very, very carefully when I use the outside of my foot to stop the ball, okay? When you use the outside of your foot to stop the ball, you actually want to jump behind the ball at the same time, okay? So you're reaching over, and then you're jumping behind the ball as you stop it. So it looks like this. I'm dribbling. Now I'm ready to go that way. So the ball, if you reach over and you stop the ball, then you should be facing in the opposite direction so you can sprint immediately in the other direction, right? So one more time, using the outside of my foot, I'm going to jump over the ball to stop it, and then we're changing direction. Okay. All right, just bring it in one more time. Well done. That's good. We understand the difference between the inside and the outside, right? So just before, I'm going to get us to do that again. But the idea about a change of direction, right, is that if you've got someone chasing you, you're the only one that will know when you're going to stop, when you're going to change direction. The defender won't. So whenever we do a change of direction, we are going to, when we do that change of direction, the defender then goes, oh, they're stopping. So they'll stop. But they're stopping after you. So the key thing after that is, how long will it take for you to run away, right? Change direction on the other side. So what's key about this change of direction using the outside of the foot is you want it to be quick. You want to try and stop the ball quickly, using one touch if you can, keep it very, very minimal, and then you're sprinting away in the opposite direction. So it's really important that when we do this, that we're not taking 2, 3, 4 touches to stop the ball. So for example, this is not what you want to do, okay? You don't want to do 1, 2, 3 before you go in this way, right? That's 3 touches, no good. You want to try and make it 1 touch or 2 touch, and that's it. So that you're already facing the other way and you can really go and change direction before the defender. So one more time, reaching over the ball, Harley, you want to try and almost jump behind the ball. Jump behind the ball and stop it at the same time. Try that one more time. Nice, Ines, good. Good stop, Sophie. Well done, Ruby. Excellent, Amelia. Well done. I wasn't going to introduce the other one, but seeing as we were already talking about an outside cut, we're going to do the same thing, but using the inside of our foot now. So still the same idea, change of direction, but using the inside of our foot. What I'll say is with this one, so same as before, keep it to 1 touch, 2 touch maximum, and be ready to go straight away. But the other tip for you guys to do this really well is when we stop the ball, you actually want to try and like really, how do I put it? Slam your foot behind the ball to stop it very quickly. Okay, so what I mean by that, so remember this is going to be the inside touch now. So using the inside of our foot, I'm going to stop the ball to change direction. So when we do this, when the ball's going forward, you really want to try and get your foot and just really chop it down, like hit the grass really hard. Hit the grass really hard, stop it there, and that will stop the ball very, very quickly. Okay, so give that a try. Inside of the foot, give that a try. Really slam your foot behind that ball and nice, Harley, good. Nice. So Ines, using the inside of your foot. So the inside of your foot, Ines. Yeah, good. That's better, good. Reach over that, yeah, excellent. Reach over it and stop the ball. And as you're doing that, jump behind the ball. So just then we did a bit of dribbling and we changed direction using the inside and the outside of the foot. So remember when we're trying to play football, we're trying to protect the ball, right? We want to keep the ball always. Why do we keep the ball? Because that's how we score and that's how we win the game. So we protect the ball always when we're dribbling. So using your inside and your outside change of directions means now, if you practice that, you know that if you use the inside of the foot, you'll be able to protect the ball from a player who's behind you. Okay, does that make sense? Cool. And then if the player is in front of you while you're dribbling and the player's in front of me here, then or behind me, then I can use the outside. Basically, using the inside or the outside of the foot allows you to protect the ball a lot better. So you're never showing the ball to your defender. All right. So that's the two. Shooting. If you have the space to do this, let me just start with the ball, right? So we've got a ball. Where are we? Can you see that? Okay. This is the ground. That's the ground, and that's the ball on the ground. So you can see between my hand here, the bottom and the top, right in the middle of the ball is about there. Okay, so in simple things, when we're trying to shoot the ball, we're trying to aim for right in between in the middle of my hands, or in the middle of where the bottom of the ball is and the top of the ball. So in my case, the middle of the ball is somewhere about there. So whenever you're looking to strike a ball, you want to try and connect the ball, your foot, to hit this part of the ball. Not above, not behind, right in there. You can hit it high, you can hit it lower, yes, and that's going to create something different. But if you want to get a clean strike on the ball, you want to try and hit it right in the middle. So that's the first part of the ball. Right? Second part is your foot. Where do we want to try and hit the foot? So for accuracy, we can use the inside of our foot, of our boot there. Obviously, that gives us more accuracy. But if you're really trying to strike the ball and try and kick it like with force and with power, the hardest part of our foot is actually right there on the top. I don't know if you can feel if you know, but on your foot, like there's a knuckle part on the top of your foot. If you can, so if my foot's in here and that's my toes, can you see that? That's my toes. The knuckle part of my foot is there. So on the boot, it's going to be somewhere around there. So what I'm saying is if you can hit the middle of the ball with the top part of your knuckle of your foot, which is there, you're going to have a nice clean shot. So I don't know if you guys wanted to practice that. How I practice it with me is I actually hold the ball up higher and I practice. As I was saying, the easiest way for me to practice that, right, is if I have the space, maybe I'll shoot that way. Because remember, I was trying to teach you guys with the top of the knuckle on our foot to hit that middle of the ball. Yes, you can try and practice it with the ball on the ground and come at it lower. But what I find is, I don't know, I just end up kicking the ground more. So practicing just coming at it from the side while the ball's there helps me to get the movement, get the technique right. And what you'll find is when you become more and more kind of getting a feel for where you want to hit the ball on your foot, where you want the foot to connect with the ball, it's easier when it's higher. And then once you get comfortable with that feeling, then you can move to the ball being lower. Because of the ground in the way, then what that means is for us is we actually have to come at it from a side angle when we kick the ball. So we're not sort of on top of the ball like that. We're sort of coming at it more of a lean like this. So we're kind of coming in from the side of the ball. I don't know if you guys are catching any of that, but if you guys, for the ones who have space, you're more than welcome to give that a try. So Ines, what you want to try and do there, Ines, is, because I see that you're bouncing the ball and standing behind the ball, right? You're trying to come at it that way. See if you can. We're trying to shoot that way, but I want the ball to be side on, so that way I'm not shooting it this way, but my body is coming at it that way. Does that make sense? So try and come across that way.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, nice, Harley. If that's getting easy for you, Harley, right, coming at it from the side, then maybe try with the ball on the ground and see if you can get the same part of the foot hitting that part of the ball. One more time, Harley. Yep, that's looking good. Nice, Ines. And see if you can get better and better at using, remember the knuckle part, the top part of your foot, that's the hardest, and try and get that to connect with the very center of the ball when you're shooting. The last part I'm going to do is combine some of the things that we did. It's a little bit of a movement. So remember we practiced the cut behind and we practiced a rollover. So, and we shoot. So now I'm going to combine the three of them. And it's going to look like this. So it's a cut behind, that, rolling over the body, and we're going to shoot. Okay, one more time. So the defender's there, we can cut behind, there, and roll it over our body, and we shoot. Okay, one more time. I won't shoot it at you guys. Cut the ball behind, roll it over, and shoot. Okay, see how that goes. If you're right footer, start with your right and cut it behind your left foot. Right behind, go Amelia, roll over, yep. Cut behind Amelia, switch feet, yeah, good, and then shoot. To finish that off with the shot, Amelia, when it goes across your body. Yeah, nice. Good, keep going. I'm gonna look at Harley now, let's see. Behind. Nice, Harley. Hey, Harley, when you grab the ball with your left foot, you want to roll it back towards you, right? So it looks like this. Watching me. Right. Cut back. There. Roll it over, and actually roll it and put it on the other foot. So you roll it back and put it on that foot, so you can then have a shot. So one more time. Roll it back. There you go. Try that. Yep. Go for it. Yeah, nice. Good. Good. That's it. That's good, Ines. Yeah, that's good. Roll behind. First touch. Yeah, nice. So Ines, after you do that rollover and you roll it back onto your right foot, that right foot first touch has to be nice, set up for a shot. Yeah. So you don't want to get stuck at your feet. You want to first touch forward so you can have your shot. Yep. But take a touch there, Ines. Take a touch first. Ines, take a touch first. Right. So watching me. So what I mean by take a touch is roll it back, or from here you want to roll it and then take your touch here, that touch. So it goes forward and then you're shooting after that. Okay, go. There you go. Yes, that's better. Make sure that first touch is nice and easy for your shots. Okay. With the cup behind you, same as my space. So all I'm concentrating on further down. Just throw in a little bonus because, bring your legs together. Nice, Harley. Just leave this foot planted there. Yeah, the quicker you can bring your toes together is, you've got the right idea, but see if you can.
Session. I'm sure we will, I know I did, but I'm sure everyone else really enjoyed it.
Thank you, Harley.
It's very good because you gave lots of techniques